Hello students, good morning. I hope all of you fine now in that situation. Today we will discuss the topic is residue theorem. So I have already discussed singularity points, singularity, non-singularity, isolated singularity. This one already I have discussed previous day. So now today we will discuss about residue theorem. Residue theorem. Residue theorem. So what is the residue theorem? Suppose alpha be an isolated singularity of an analytic function fz, then closed integration over C. C is our closed, obviously C, what is C? C is our closed curve. What is alpha? Alpha is our isolated singularity analytic function, and obviously this point will be interior point. Okay, this point will be interior point and its formula will be 2 pi I equals to 2 pi I into res alpha. Okay, this is the formula. Our formula is the closed integration over C fz dz equals to 2 pi I res alpha. Res alpha, short form of res alpha means is residue at alpha point. Okay, residue at alpha point. But what is alpha? Alpha is the actually pole. Okay, so this point will be interior point. So now next one I will discuss the two theorem related to residue theorem. Theorem 1 and theorem 2. First one is theorem 1. Theorem 1. What is the theorem 1? Ki suppose alpha be a pole of fz of order m, then the residue of fz at z equals to alpha is given by 1 by m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to alpha d to the power m minus 1 dz to the power m minus 1 z minus alpha to the power m fz. This is the formula. This one is a formula. This is a res of alpha. Res of alpha formula. This is the 1 by m minus 1 factorial. M is what? M is the order of this one. Alpha, what is alpha? Alpha is the pole. Limit of z tends to alpha, d of m minus 1, dz of m minus 1, z minus alpha and fz. Fz our function. This is our theorem 1. And our theorem 2 is theorem 2. Theorem 2 is ki let fz. Fz is what? Fz is a analytic function. Fz is our analytic function, obviously, whose within on a closed curve C. The analytic function within on a closed curve C except at a finite number of singularities alpha n, and let r1, r2, rn be respectively the residue of fz at these poles. Okay, so what is our r1, r2, r3 up to rn? R1 is the residue at alpha 1, singularity of alpha 1. R2, what is R2? R2 is the residue at alpha 2, and obviously these all points, this alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n up to this point are obviously interior points will be. Okay, so then the formula is the close integration over C over C, when over C means over closed curve C, dz equals to 2 pi I into R1 plus R2. That is the sum of these residues. Okay, and that is the 2 pi I into sum of residues at the poles within C. Okay, this is our formula. This is our Cauchy's formula. This is called actually Cauchy's residue formula. Theorem 2. This theorem 2 is called a Cauchy's residue theorem. Cauchy's residue theorem. Okay, students. So now we have to consider a problem. A first problem. Suppose number 1, first one, evaluate close integration over C z plus 1 divided by z square minus 2z dz, where C is the circle mod z equals to 5. Okay, so this is our equation of the circle. Why this is the equation of the circle? Because when mod z equals to 5 means, all of you know that ki z equals to x plus iy. So this is the x plus mod of x plus iy equals to 5. Mod means complex number. This is a complex number. Mod means obviously root over of amplitude. This is the modulus of z. Okay, my modulus of this complex number. This is the real part square plus imaginary part square. X square plus y square equals to 5. So this one is our x square plus y square equals to 5 square. Okay, this is the equation of the circle. This is the equation of the circle. X-axis or y-axis which is passes through the origin. This center is passes through the origin. So this center is 0 and radius is what? 5 unit. Radius is 5 unit. So obviously this point is a 5, 0. This point is 0, 5. This is the minus 5, 0, and this is the 0, minus 5. Okay. So now we go to the solution. Our solution is, let us consider our fz equals to z plus 1. This is our given z square minus 2z. Then the poles of fz are given by fz. Sorry, this is the z square minus 2z. This is the denominator part. We have to find out the singularity. So that's why if you consider our denominator part equals to 0. So z minus 2 equals to 0. So now our z equals to 0 and another one is z equals to 2. And both are the simple pole. Okay, both are the simple pole. So hence z equals to 0, 2 are both simple pole of fz and both lie within the circle mod z equals to 5. Mod z equals to 5. Hence by residue theorem we have close integration over C fz dz equals to 2 pi I into, what is the Cauchy residue formula? Because these 2 points are our interior point. Why these 2 points are interior? Both are actually interior points. Why these points are interior points? Because our if we consider z equals to 0, so z equals to 0 is lies in here, suppose, and z equals to 2, suppose we consider z equals to 2, this is the 2, actually this point is 5. So now if you put z equals to 0, this is the obviously less than 5, and if you put z equals to 2, this is also less than 5. So that's why this is our boundary point, this is the 5 point is our boundary. So that's why both points are here interior points. So our residue theorem will be exist for z equals to 0, that is alpha equals to 0, and also alpha equals to 2. So this is the res of 0 and another one is a res of 2 also. Okay, so now we have to find out now res 0 and res 2. Now we have to find out the first one is res 0 and second one is our res 2. So now this is our consider equation 1. So what is the formula of our residue at alpha equals to pole? Our formula is the res of alpha equals to 1 by m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to alpha d to the power m minus 1 dz to the power m minus 1 fz into z minus alpha to the power m. This is the formula of fz, residue f alpha. Okay, this is our formula of residue alpha. So now this is the 1 by, if we consider first case, now we consider this is the case 1, first case. If we consider z equals 1, that is the alpha equals to 0. First we have to consider the pole is alpha equals to 0, because there are two poles, 1 and 2, 0 and 2, the both are interior points. So first we have to consider alpha equals to 0. In that time our order is also 1, because here how many times is 0 is there? 1 time, so that's why its order is obviously 1. So m equals to 1 and this alpha equals to 0. So now we have to substitute these two value in equation then. Okay, so this is the 1 minus 1 factorial limit z tends to 0 d1 minus 1 dz to the power 1 minus 1 fz. What is our fz? Our question is given, this is the z minus 2 into z minus 0 to the power 1. So now z and z cancel, 0 factorial is 1, limit z tends to 0, d to the power 0, dz to the power 0. This is z plus 1 by z minus 2, and something to the power 0 is 1. So now limit z tends to 0, z plus 1 by z minus 2, and its limit value will be minus half. Okay, done first case. Now next one, case 2. Now case 2 is what? Case 2 is, in that time I will consider alpha equals to 2 and m equals to again z minus 2 here. So that means how many times is 2 there? 2 obviously 1 times, 2 is 1 times. So that's why is also order is 1 and pole is 2. So now our formula is the res of alpha equals to 1 by m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to alpha d of m minus 1 dz of m minus 1 fz z minus alpha to the power m. So in that time we have to substitute these two values in equation here. So now 1 minus 1 factorial limit z tends to 2 1 minus 1 dz 1 minus 1 z plus 1 by z minus 2 into z minus 2. So now z minus 2 cancel, 0 factorial 1, limit z tends to 0, something to the power 0 1, something. So this is z plus 1 by z. This is 2 plus 1, this is a 2 plus 1 3 by 2. So now your rest of case 2 for, now here alpha equals to 2, here alpha equals to 2. If alpha equals to 2, then now its value will be 3 by 2, and before one, our case 1 value is the minus half. Okay, so now from 1, what is the from 1 equation? From 1 is the closed integration over c. So now from 1 closed integration over c fz dz equals to our 2 pi I into res of 0. What is the res of 0? Minus half, and res of 2 is the 3 by 2, and this is the 2 pi I into, this is 3 minus 1, this is 2, 2 by 2, this is the 1. So its answer, required answer will be 2 pi I. This is the answer. Okay, this is the required result. Okay, evaluate of this integral. Your question is key. What is the question? Evaluate of this integral. So its answer will be 2 pi I. Okay, so first of all, again repeat now. First of all, we have to find out the poles or singularities, and then you check if these points are, or that point are interior point or exterior point. Here both points are interior, so we have to find out the both values for alpha equals to 0 and alpha equals to 2. If one point is exterior and one point is interior, then you have to find out for interior 1. Okay, and exterior, for exterior point, integral value or residue obviously in that time you are 0 if alpha equals to exterior point. If alpha equals to exterior point, in that time your residue value at that point equals to, directly write down 0. Okay, so now here both points are interior, so that's why here we have to find out the case 1 and case 2 and find out the res 0 and res 2. Okay, to find out res 0, and second one is res 2, and that is alpha equal to 0 for and alpha equals to 2. And after that we apply the Cauchy's theorem. What is the Cauchy residue theorem? Here the residue is 1, this is the 1 residue R1, suppose this is the R2 we have to consider. So now what is our residue, Cauchy residue formula? Our Cauchy residue formula is the 2 pi I into R1 plus R2, because here number of residue is 2, R1 and R2, this is R1 and R2, so that's why 2 pi I into R1 plus R2. Here R1 value is the minus half half, and R2 value is the 3/2, and after that you have to sum of this value, these two values, and its final solution is 2 pi I. Okay students, I hope all of you understand this. So today up to this. Now bye, take care, have a nice day, stay home, stay safe.